This story of how the fictional character Wonka started his chocolate factory is incredible. Today we wanted to walk you through what it was like walking in his shoes and taking you behind the scenes of Wonka. But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: Timothee Chalamet stars in the film as Wonka, but what was his first film appearance? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct. Director Paul King said he gained about 50 pounds from all the chocolate he ate on set, and added it's a miracle that Timothee remains so slim and handsome. King explained, "We had this incredible chocolatier. She made these incredible concoctions and we would taste them. They tasted much better than they needed to, because obviously actors are good at pretending things, but the miracle was they tasted every bit as good as they looked." It was apparent that the inspiration to this film came not only from the fictional world of Willy Wonka, but from the other films like the first two with Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp, respectively. Speaking with Paul King again about the film and inspirations, he reveals some secrets of what his vision was.
We were really trying to channel the spirit of Frank Capra, probably, and that sort of sense of community and what a good soul can do in a corrupt world.
Any Capra films in particular?
Well, It's a Wonderful Life is the great Christmas movie, but for me, my favourite one of his is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I just think it's so touching. I can never get through it without weeping.
Simone Farnaby was also involved in this project as the co-writer with King, and they both sit down together about bringing the world to life.
And so it did feel, when Paul first mentioned it to me as a possible, adventure to embark on, it wasn't like you going, what possessed you? It was like, wow, what an incredible chance to get involved with those characters, and we felt we could be true to that.
While looking through Dahl's archives and unpublished material for research, King found that Dahl had expressed interest in exploring Wonka's backstory but never went far with it. King wanted the film to be a prequel to both the book and the 1971 film adaptation. As such, he decided to set it 25 years before the events of the story. What I wanted this movie to be was like a companion piece to that movie, he said. If you imagine those people in that world 25 years earlier, that was my starting process. Eventually, he would grow into that person and that factory. But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow. King had just finished work on Paddington 2 when David Heyman brought up the idea of young Wonka. Those few syllables were all it took. He said, "I think the reason I was so attached to it was because I loved Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as a little boy." We also get to see a look behind the walls of all the prop making, including a traveling case Wonka carried to make his chocolate. Going into the interviews with the host himself, Timothee, he described it as a new challenge. Sitting down with Timothee and Paul, he jokingly revealed that he had Zendaya to thank about the inspiration to Wonka's fashion choice.
I feel like Zendaya's a great example now. In this day and age, you can sort of lean into what the vibe of a movie is in the, promotional stuff you do. Yeah. So this movie is cheerful and fun and colorful.
But if you are home alone playing your violent video games, which I know you love, what are you wearing?
Full
combat gear.
Yeah, I'm in full combat gear.
To achieve the appropriate cinematic scope and magical elements, King turned to Graham Page to lead a visual team to create 1,163 shots, ranging from a CG giraffe running rampant to a mischief Oompa Loompa to a fully digital environment for a rooftop dance.
Well, look, this is what I get offered these days, I'm in the freak show phase of my career. I do baddies, psychopaths, weirdos, perverts, and now Oompa Loompas.
You do not play perverts!
I threw that in.
One of the film's exciting sequences features a giraffe in the London Zoo, which was created by photographing a real one named Molly. The footage was then copied, scanned, and used as an entirely digital actor.
The next stage is sticking on the flowers to the ball. So now the blue flower is finished, so I'm going to eat it.
A lofty puppet was used on set for framing and eye lines. For the scene where Wonka captures Lofty in the jar, Timothee Chalamet had an earphone and Hugh was in a booth with witness cameras just off the set, so both could hear and react to each other.
Their hunger stays the same, their enthusiasm stays the same. As a young actor, as a young artist, that's hugely inspiring.
I think what's so great about Lindy is she is brilliant at exploring the history of characters and the history of how they've been represented in the past.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, Timothee Chalamet is slowly rising to fame with other projects like Dune and Dune Part 2, but his first film was Men, Women, and Children as Danny Vance.
I don't know why we're being talking about Willie. You know it's Will I, okay? And Wonka. Okay, it's the last name, and people pronounce things differently. I don't understand what's going on here. Wonka, Will I Wonka. Is Will I Wonka in here?
Present.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on all these moments? What was your favorite moment of the film? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
I like Colin's bits. Colin Firth's story.
Yes, of course.
I've skipped through the rest of it, really. but which is weird because I hate Colin and I want nothing but bad for his career.